Hey, shout out to Anchor for sponsoring my podcast. I need everybody to go download the Anchor podcast app. Also, I need everyone to go follow and listen to the Eric J. the Great podcast on all streaming platforms. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Eric J. the Great podcast, and go like my Facebook page, the Eric J. the Great podcast. Feel free to come to me, send me messages by any topic suggestions, or if you want to be a guest. I look forward to hearing back from y'all, and I want everybody to tap in with me. Hey man, welcome to the Eric J. the Great podcast, man. How you doing?
How you doing, E? My brother Eric, EJ the
Hey,
Great. What's going on?
you doing all right, man. Waiting on my boy. He supposed to get on too, man. We're gonna have another person on. My boy,
Okay,
his name, LaKendrick. I was in the military with him in Korea.
okay, okay.
I
Yeah, so
sent
he
I
can.
sent y'all both the link at the same time, waiting on him to hop on.
Okay, there he is.
Here
He's
you
doing
go,
it.
right there.
Yeah, what's
Hey
going on, man?
man, welcome to the Eric J. the Great podcast, man. I got my boy Keith on here, man. I met Keith when I was stationed in Oklahoma when I left Korea.
Okay.
How you doing, Ken?
I'm good, man. Nice to meet you, bro.
You too, brother. That's what's up. So go ahead, Eric. Just
Oh
the door
yeah.
for us, man.
So man, it's a interesting topic I was talking about on Clubhouse a couple of days ago, and I think since both of y'all have kids, and I'm gonna be a father in the future whenever that happens.
Yeah,
Uh, it's an interesting thing to think about, So the topic for today is: do you think it's okay to kick your kids out at 18 when they graduate high school? So this is my whole thing on it. Then I will let y'all can take turns after I do my
now,
piece real quick.
now, wait a minute. Say that again. Do you think your kids what?
Do you think it's okay to kick your kids out at 18 once they graduate high school?
Oh, okay. Well,
So I think that I think it's based on me personally. I think it's based on how the parent was raised, because a lot of times the parent will sometimes prepare the kid for the transition they had to go through when they was around that age, if that makes sense. And well, what it was, yeah. So I think that man, what the noise is?
that's probably my background. Hold on, clear it up.
Oh, yeah,
There you go. Better?
yeah. I think that I mean, me personally, I ain't have a choice based on my circumstances. My senior year of high school. I was basically without no adult supervision, and then I went straight to the military after I graduated. So I really didn't have the stability to be with my parents after high school, just based on what my mom and stuff was going through at the time. But me personally, I think sometimes I think some parents eh, uh, kick the kids out too quick, because some kids might mature more than others, and they might be able to step out when they're 18, and some, if you don't teach your kids about, credit and things like that, real life tools as they're going up through grade school, you can't just throw them out there to the wolves. So that's what we was talking about on Clubhouse. Some of us, I'm pretty sure most of us, we had to get it out the mud. It just is what it is. But in some situations, we don't want our kids to go through the same things that we had to go through if we can help it. You know what I'm saying? So it's well, what do y'all think about that?
Um, I would say personally, um, my experience, my parents, they was cool long as you was constructive at home at 18. You know, you going to school, you working. You know, you taking care of your responsibility at home and at work. Um, Now, well, when I became a parent um, and had, my kids with me, you know, my son at 18, I just tried to prepare him prior to getting out there. You know how to balance a checking and saves account in the bank. Bank statements and all that. So for how to maintain working and the responsibility of taking care of yourself, for paying bills versus on buying a pair of Jordans when you pay your light bill. You know what I'm saying? So it was more or less I guess most parents trying to prepare their kids to go into society to be the productive and responsible young adult. But I don't know. I mean, like I say, times change, and every time we looking forward to the future, it's something different with kids and parents. And you're right. I mean, some kids like not merely mentally able to take care of themselves and maintain on their own. You know, regardless on what you try to teach them. You know, so I it's that subject is kind of deep, and it might take us a couple of days to go through it, but I'm gonna try to narrow it down as quick as possible. Here is that I think that we have to prepare. I mean, preparations starts. Like my son now, he's 14. He's graduating in a few weeks here, and I've been preparing him, for working and preparing him, to have his own job to, pay his own phone bill. Give him some type of responsibilities. You know, looking at college. What is his options? He should be thinking about that now. What his future is going to be like. But a lot of kids they not focused on that now. You know, compared to we on his phone we probably got some 10, 20 year gap periods in there. Between us. Or 5, 10 year or 2 year gap period. But it's it starts at home, man. It starts from where you was learning. If you was a kid that grew up in a foster home or something like that, or you was in some type of facility like that or that for it. I mean, it starts where you was brought up at. And sometimes, a lot of us, man, we have to get out in these streets and learn on our own. Because, mom and dad wasn't caring about teaching us nothing. They was too busy about worried about going to the club or who got the best outfit on. You feel me? So I don't know, man. That's an all around subject there. E. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. What you think about it, Tom?
Uh, man, I just want to add what Keith was saying. He made a valid point, but I'm a dive in a little deeper. I, I I wouldn't put an age on it. So a lot of times we like to put an age on, when we think somebody is an adult or should be responsible for something. It's the difference between being able to classified as an adult and able to take care of yourself as an adult. So if we prepare our kids, just like he said, he's preparing his son to pay his phone bill right at the age of 14, right? So
Right.
he know how to do that now at the age of 14. So by the time he get 18, he could, take on full blown responsibilities because he shaped him into that, right? But some people, if we don't prepare them, uh, you know, on the way up, then at 18, yeah, they're not ready. Then we have to do a little bit more development because we put that number on. You can't put a number on and say, hey, 18, you need to be doing this. 18, you need to be doing that. You have to prepare. You got to prepare. It's not the number, it's the preparation, right?
Right.
And if you give them that responsibility early at 14, then they at 18-year old, I mean, they can. There's no limit to what they should be able to do, and they can start taking care of themselves because they already know what they do, right? So there are some 18-year olds that I think get out here and shit. That I could say got more money than me. because
Mhm.
you don't know the situation, right? You
Right.
don't know their credit score, and how they start building credit at the age of 14 because you can't do that. You know, a lot of people don't know that. So kids can build credit as early as what 13 or even
Yeah.
younger. You got to do the research, but we can set our kids up by the time they age 18 that they able to get out, uh, live on their own. That's just my 2 cents.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I think that we was talking about this for about an hour on Clubhouse, and I was like, you know, that this generation kids is different from my generation and either y'all's generation, when y'all was kids, because we was more on a discipline end, like as far as a lot, like we was really afraid of our parents. You know what I'm saying? And like it's only a few parents like that now that kids are really like real deal afraid of their parents. So it's like a lot of things might just go through the loose then as far as that development of what you were saying as far as like preparing them for when they turn 18 because in reality, life's not promised to nobody, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we want to say, I could be in my I want to be in my I mean not my parents graduate, my kids graduation when they graduate from high school. But you never know what might happen. You might get a car accident, die 2 years before they graduate, anything, you know what I'm saying? So the time that we do have with your kids, you got to maximize and give them as many gems and prepare them why you had that time with them because you never know because you don't want to just have them in a situation where you know
They can't
they
they
yeah.
can't think for themselves. And just to add off what you were saying earlier, uh, I mean preparation. It's not what you give them because you can give them $1 million, but do they know what to do with $1 million? They can go broke in a day if they don't know what to do. So it's the mindset, how to train them from the beginning, you know, in order to, help develop them growing to successful adults. So it's not an age, it's the development process throughout the whole entire child. That's what makes the person.
I agree. Um, I think, like I say, I did give my sons an indication at 18 that you guys should know what you're gonna be doing once you come up out of high school, college, or they want to play in the NBA or whatever. So what have you? You got one want to be a gamer, But I'm telling them and I'm showing them as well now. You got to do the research now and know what you're up against now versus on when you get there. So when you get there, the transition, like you have these. I think we all can relate on this. You have this, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do right now, and then you had that pondering, and then
Yeah, yeah,
you get around the wrong kids or the wrong people, and then you like you ain't never had a criminal background in your life, and then you
yeah,
go around somebody, and one day they end your whole career or
yeah,
your future,
yeah.
you know, because you started boredom. And as parents, like I said, we cater more to ourselves now than we do our kids. I mean, I talked to my wife. It just can't be one party teaching on
Hmm.
on on these boys, man, because boys are different than girls.
Hmm.
And me being a father of 10, man, I can tell you, woo, yeah, I got 10 kids and I don't know how many grandkids. I can tell you, but dealing with my sons and my daughters, my daughter's more apt to be about business. My sons is more like they like, dad, I can use a few dollars. I'm like, well, I'm gonna give it to my grandkids. I ain't giving you nothing. Come on, dad, they cool right now. No, I don't cater to my sons. And I was teaching them, like I said, I said, I tell them, I've taught you every maneuver that I can think about for you to survive financially. but here you is, you still laying off me and your mama. That's
Mm,
the males.
mm,
Then my oldest son, my oldest son, he's into he's into the the dancing and the rap,
mm,
and R&B singers, dancing for them, and doing concerts all over the country and all over the world.
mm,
He's got acting, he's got singing, he's got different things that he can do. And so I'm telling my other son as well. I say, see, we are by our culture are multi-talented only if we just tap into those things. And as a
yeah,
parent, how do you
fact,
have your child
fact,
tap into their greatest strengths, you
fact,
know, and conquer their biggest
fact.
fears about being successful?
Mhm,
And the challenge, like I said, that you like you said, ain't no age on that 18, because
mhm,
if you don't start early
mhm.
to tap into these things they have now, then by the time they're 18, you lost, they lost, and the whole world like, okay, who is this kid?
Mhm. Yeah, that's fact.
we
Uh,
don't get
m-
we don't get that fairness outside the doors of the house. I tell my sons all the
mhm,
time. I said, what I teach you here is what you're gonna learn here. But once you get outside them doors on your own, it's a whole different ball game.
mhm,
Responsibilities,
mhm,
different types of attitudes, different types of
mhm,
cultures, different types of
mhm,
understandings, different types of
mhm,
work ethics. You know what I'm saying, on
mhm,
how you have to portray yourself for this job, or
mhm,
what company that you go into. Even the military. You guys know what you got to do when you wake up at that
mhm,
3:30, 4:30 in the morning, and some days you don't get sleep. You got to stay there.
mhm,
You know to expect out of you. So we can take some of these things that we've learned and endured through, and pass it on, like you said. Start on them when you got a chance to.
mhm,
Put that time that you've been taking, to chill, watch the game and kick with your
mhm,
fellas, and put it towards these kids. And mothers the same way. The
mhm,
homegirls and girlettes or whoever, man, they can wait.
mhm.
They ain't going nowhere. They're gonna be the
Right.
same thing they was doing 20 years ago. Nothing.
Mhm,
Well, I'm
mhm.
just joking, but
Yeah.
but still,
Mhm,
I mean, still take that time out. The little stuff that we put into these kids now and our families now is what help them at 18 understand. Well, mom and daddy really ain't got to kick me out. They done gave me the tools I need to survive with, and if I don't understand something, hey, they just a
mhm.
phone call away.
Right.
Keep them doors open. Doors of communication is the tool. Yeah.
Yeah. Them they spend fast. I mean, just to go further. Did you have did you want to do something else, or are we good to go?
Oh, we still talk about this.
Okay, all right, cool. So, I mean, my time as a recruiter, man, it really hits home because at the end of the day, you know, I was assigned to be a recruiter, but at the end of the day, uh, I was there to be a counselor. And so
Okay.
when I ask these kids, like, hey, what's your plan? My plan, I really don't care if you join the military or not, because
Right.
that's beyond me. You know, but what I am to do is to get there, is to help you critical think and develop those ideas of, man, what am I going to do? I'm just like any other recruiter, college recruiter, college recruiter, army recruiter. It's all the same.
Yeah.
And these kids don't understand that. And when you ask them, say, hey, what do you plan on doing when you graduate? You'll be surprised about how many, I don't know, 12th graders. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And it's a testament to the parents. I don't look at the kids and say, man, you know, it's the parents. The
Mm.
parents are not teaching them, say, hey,
Mm.
you're becoming an adult. What are you going to do early before you hit 12th grade? Right? And then they have the nerve enough to say, hey, well, I don't want to join the military. And I look at them and say, hey, what are you going to do? I mean, what other choices do you have? Not knocking the dang on Burger King or the pizza joint next door, but dang, is that what you want to settle for? It just drives me crazy. My time being a recruiter and these kids speaking those things, it takes me to another level of, man, what are the parents thinking these days? Because I hate to have my kids around that type of environment. You know, have them thinking like that because it starts at home, and it's deeper than what we, than what's on the surface.
Right.
These kids don't know, man. These kids don't know, and it's just a shame. It's just the same, and it drives me crazy because me, I'm not looking at the perspective of the army. Okay, if you don't join the army, but it's dang, you don't. This kid really don't know what they want to do, you know,
Right.
and it's just crazy, you know.
I'm glad you said that, though, Kendrick. Look, um, a few things I've noticed kids here in Lawton. I've talked to a few about joining the military as well. We have 4 branches, right? And
Mm,
so here's the thing that catches me that I never took a look at.
mm.
They can't even pass the test,
They
the
can't.
altitude test,
They can't.
because they a lot of them is being passed through
Mm-hmm.
these grades and
Mm-hmm.
not, okay, the teachers want to get him up out of there. Hey, look, push him on. I want him back here next year. And so this kid, you know, he said, his grandfather went to the Navy, and he want to go to the Navy or he want to do the Air Force. So
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, how's your grades looking, man? How are you doing in math and reading and comprehension and that forth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
So
you right.
right. So a year ago, now he's graduating in a few more weeks here.
Mm-hmm.
Now a year ago, that's where he was at.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what? Listen here, brother, young man. They call me Uncle T. He said, well, Uncle, what you think I was going? I'm trying. I don't know. And me and Mom always at it. I said, look here. You take all that energy, all that anger, all that frustration. You can find your counselor in school or somebody who can tutor you
Mm-hmm.
to where you can get that better understanding of what you're doing in math, what you're doing in reading. I said it's the same stuff that you've been having in the 5th and 6th grade. They just put a little trick to it now to see if you're gonna use your brain. It
Mm-hmm.
ain't changed.
Mm-hmm.
It's about thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Critical thing. Yep.
And you don't have to be the super honor A roll,
Nope.
a honor student.
Nope.
You just have to have a little bit more sense than
Mm-hmm.
that honor student. Let's
Mm-hmm.
take that commonality, a sense of where you come from, and let's
Mm-hmm.
put that with
Mm-hmm.
this GPA in math, this
Mm-hmm.
GPA and social studies and
Mm-hmm.
reading comprehension,
Mm-hmm.
and let's get you past this test.
Mm-hmm.
He passed the test.
And that's what you have to help them tap into is that critical thinking. You don't have to be a A
Yes,
student. You don't have to be. It's critical thinking.
yes,
What do you think is the right answer,
yes,
or what do you think is right? I mean, you can apply so many things to help pass the test. It's crazy.
yeah.
You don't even have to know the material. If you know how to pass the test and apply your mind to it and say, "Hey, I want to pass the test and I want to do it." Then I mean, you just got to tap in, like you said. You got to tap in. Man.
And I found that it was there are pre-tests online. You
Yeah.
can Google a pre-test for
Yeah.
any branch of service to get an
Yeah.
idea of what you're up against
Yeah.
and start preparing yourself. And
Yeah.
if you need a little extra help, let's put that little pride thing that we got to the side for a little bit, and let's get this help so we can make sure you can have a future, son. You know, I mean, you might think you can make it in football, but you're struggling on your grades here and there. Once you get to college, you know what I'm saying? Hey, college ain't for everybody. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Sports ain't for everybody. I tell you now. Military might not be for everybody. I can tell you that now. But one
Right.
thing I do know about the military is you gonna learn.
You're gonna learn. Right.
You gonna learn. And there's no limit to what you can learn, and there's no limit to what you can get out of the military. They used to have limits. No, there's no limits now. You know, back when I was a little boy, my dad said, he went into Vietnam, early. I'm like, I thought the war wasn't gonna start until a certain 60 something. He said nope. He went in a secret mission in 62, but he was telling us, hey, you know what? Go to school, read.
Mm-hmm.
If you can make a mess, that means you can pick up a book to read.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, if you can't read the book, then break it down into syllables.
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
Get your dictionary. Learn that word that you saying out your mouth. That you out there cussing and fussing with your buddies outside, and I didn't put soap in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So these tools we still have. We still have books. I have a son now. This is my youngest son. He was struggling when he moved here with me. He
Mm-hmm.
was 2 years behind. I said, "What you want to do?" I said, "I want to go to the military, Dad." Huh? You're 11 years old. What you know about the military?
Mm-hmm.
That I know that's what I want to do. So what are you doing to make sure you can get there? Dad, I'm doing exactly what I promised you. I'm reading every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, he'll whiz in math. Oh man, money. He can tell you things about any numbers.
Mm-hmm.
When he go to read and comprehend, he was struggling until now.
Mm-hmm.
And see, these are the parents that's being on top of their kids' education. Take out that 5 minutes. Take out that 10 minutes. Okay, you tired? You come in from work. You got 5 kids. It's all right. Bring them all into one room together and find out who's struggling and what.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Ask the question.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to get up and go to work in the morning, and these kids got to go to school, and you can't, you got to make sure you take care of your brother and sister. Now, y'all make sure y'all get down to that bus stop, or y'all walk together with a group of people, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But when you get on that lunch break at work, call the school, say, hey, look, this is my daughter here struggling this, my son do that. I want tutors, and I want for each and every last one of them.
There
You
you
see
go.
what I'm saying?
There you go.
Let's apply the science.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. But when it comes to dressing up and going out with the homegirls and the boys, oh look, you make sure you got them clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
You make sure you put that little money to the side so you can drink and smoke off of,
Mm-hmm.
or you can do whatever.
Jay, we take them to school. Hey,
And say what?
I said we take them to school. Hey.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So all I'm saying, though, brothers, is that our newer generation has to be supplied with tools.
Mm-hmm.
And it just don't take just mom and dad, because sometimes mom and dad is there but they ain't there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and and if we can help one soul out of the many of people that we all talk to day in and day out and throughout the country, if we can help one soul to be successful, even though we trying with a whole bunch of them, we trying to get them all in one barrel and get them all passed and over.
Mm-hmm.
But who are we just to keep all this information to ourselves? Who are we? How are we better than that CEO or that Fortune 5,000 company? When how are we better than them? We're no better
Mm-hmm.
than them, but we keep the information to ourselves because that's what they're doing. They keep it to themselves. They don't share that money, that how they got that money with everybody. They make you pay them to learn how they got
You got to pay for it. You got
it.
to
Yeah,
pay for it.
yeah.
And they don't even teach the dang on workers.
No, no, no. You better come in with some type of knowledge. And if I can use you here, one more again.
There you go.
If I can use you,
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Yep. Yep.
If I can use you,
Yep.
if I can use you,
Yep.
Yeah, right.
yeah, you got to be something for me. If you're not a part of production, then you just a waste of my time and money,
Mm.
and I don't need you.
There you go. There you
You're a
go.
replacement.
There you
Because
go.
there's somebody out there more hungry, more thirsty, that's gonna come in here and do what I want them to do, than for me to sit here and babysit you and hold your hand.
Okay.
So these are things that we're not teaching our kids, that you're expendable.
Man. So
We're not
Yeah,
teaching them that. We're not
yeah,
even telling them the
because
truth. We
that's
lying to
what.
them every time we walk away from, yeah, babe, I love you. No, you don't. Come on now.
mm-hmm.
And another thing to touch on that expendable, Keith, like
Yeah.
another thing that plays into, you know, crippling, like
Say that again.
yeah, crippling. So
Yeah,
let's say,
there you go.
okay, because it's like, I mean, all of us is not doing too bad for ourselves, and we
True.
can, you can have kids.
Yeah.
And you gonna want to do something nice for them, buy them nice things and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think some parents, to a certain extent, overdo it because when you bring in the factor of you being expendable, you don't want to never think whether you're a millionaire or you making 6 figures a year that your kids think that everything that you got came easy. That's why I was thankful for what my mom did to me. Yeah, I was the only child on my mom's side, but she so I could get a lot of things because I was the only child, but she put things in place to be like, yeah, I know I could buy you this, but you're not gonna be in here making bad grades. You're gonna cut the grass. You're gonna wash dishes. Like
Something.
you can't be making no D's and F's. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was like certain responsibilities and stuff you had to do. And it's like sometimes a kid, some kid, I don't seen it. It was some kids, man, I don't seen it. I just sit back and look. Like I'd be over somebody's house and it'll be like a mutual friend or somebody I know, and they kids will be making bare minimum in grades failing. And they buying them everything they come out. You know what I'm saying? And
There you go.
I'm like, what are you teaching him? Because I'm like, when he graduate high school, he's gonna when he runs into the real world or he gets on a real job, he's gonna feel entitled.
And I'm glad you said that, E. And I experienced that um, here at home. I mean, I ain't too proud to say it. You know, I told my wife, you know, hey, our oldest son here, you know, he coming home telling us everything good. And then when the teacher called, woo, I said, hold on, ma'am, skirt, let me get his mama. And then I had to put the phone on record. We got these good old devices now, thanks to modern day technology. Uh, so, you know, and then once he got home, so I explained. I asked him, I said, well, what's going on in school? Everything's good. Oh yeah, you pass it? Oh yeah. And I looked at his mama. She said, ho, wait a minute. Son, come on over here and have a sit down. So we spend all this money on Xbox. We spending money on these Jordans. We spending money on these, he don't want daddy cut his hair no more, give him that crew cut. He want to go to the bar when you paying $50, $60 for a cut. But we spending all this money, but we put money in your account that we got them a green light account where once they get a certain age, when you get 16, I'm gonna start having to do investments. In stocks and bonds. But before that, they have their own checking and savings account with their own card, both of the boys. So, but on there it has an allowance for this and allowance for that. So I'm like, all these allowances we've been doing, you've been on here playing Xbox for 20 hours out of a day, and you sitting up here suffering great. Oh, it happened during the pandemic. Hold on, partner. Wait a minute. Back up. We had so many weekends between then. If you knew you were suffering in certain classes, and you have a mother and a father at home that's well knowledgeable about school. So why don't you let us know then? You see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
You go back to that what you said.
Yep.
So automatically, me, I'm a stern father. I'm shutting shit down. I don't care nothing about no feelings. I don't care nothing about your emotions. I don't care nothing about that because education is a tool. We
Right.
was given a gift from God to be able to get an education without being knocked over the head, getting shot for trying to go in the classroom with white kids.
Right.
Not on no racist thing. I'm just saying
Yeah.
diversity. So here it is. We had all these people who died and got beat up, got militiaed, hung and everything else for us to get an education, our kids to have education. And so everybody got amnegro now. They done forgot about history on what it took for us to get there. And so I have to remind my son, look here, man, this ain't that. Xbox is a pleasure. That's not a necessity. Gaming, playing outside with your friends, basketball, ain't none of that got nothing to do with education. There's two things in my household that carries more than gold, more than $1 million to me. That's your education and keeping my damn house clean.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care nothing about the money. It takes some money to make it, but look here, like I say, you want to play on the Xbox? That's my Wi-Fi. You heard me? Look. I'm gonna say that again. That's my Wi-Fi. They know everybody in this house know that's my Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is for my computers, my printers, and my cameras. I got 8 cameras, so I can watch everything that's going on in my neighborhood and my house. You know, so not to be on no need. What's his name? Scarface type one. Ain't none of that. No, them days is gone. But it's security.
Mm-hmm.
And the computers are so you can get on there and you got some extra credit homework you need to do. I got to where they can sign into their classrooms on a right click and they say, let's go to Google Class or this other class to
Mm-hmm.
do your homework,
Mm-hmm.
to get caught up. We got laptops, computers all through the house.
Mm-hmm.
You have no reasons why you have this teacher calling telling me you got an F and she wanted to give you an F minus.
Yep.
What? You give my son a what? Hold on. We talking about a kid that was reading grown-up books at the age of 3.
Right.
Should I say that again?
Right.
I know he's smart. We know he's smart. But
Mm-hmm.
you because you get in the classroom, she say he just sit there, don't do that, and get on his phone. Oh wait. Oh wait. Back up. That's my phone too. That's my phone. I spent money for them iPhones. I didn't go through all these up here. I paid cash money for it. Wasn't no payment plans. They want iPhones. They want Jordans. They want the latest basketball. They won't tear up as soon as you shoot it through the net. You want to go play with your friends. You want to be on Xbox, TikTok, Scooby Doo, and all of that bull. Come on, man. Ain't none of that gonna help you be successful. Now, mind you, we have people that's
Yeah.
using these platforms for their income, but y'all not that.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, we do have people using Xbox and PlayStation that's making money, that's hustling, that's bringing in 130K a month. That I do know. I have a
Man.
brother who's doing it $5,000 a month right now, and went to the Super Bowl because he beat everybody in the country and across the world.
Right. But he dedicated to that though. That
Huh?
he dedicated to that though. That
Right.
means he
So
all
I'm
in on that.
right. And so, what I teach the boys, I said, well, y'all in there yelling and screaming about these games, and you're playing NBA Live and all this other games. I said, anybody in there making money to help out on this light bill, man? Because Xbox drain a lot of electricity. You could get that on your. Anybody got a light bill and no paying a light bill, the light company will supply you with what's draining most of your electricity in your wallet.
Mm-hmm.
They do have that. So
Mm-hmm.
I get it and I show it to them. I say, you see what y'all, we got 2 Xboxes next door to each other, pulling all my Wi-Fi. So I can't even get on the computer without it going through what they say, what's the word? It's when they get the little glitches in they Xbox,
Yeah,
it's lagging.
it's
Lagging.
buffering.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
the word out here and yelled out is lagging. It's lagging. And they running around room crying and screaming like little girls. I said, hold on, wait a minute. I like quiet in my house. Why is Xbox making more noise than me? You feel me? So teaching these kids, you right though. You right, Ken. Teaching them early what the value is of critical thinking. Teach them the value of to being responsible at home to earn your keep.
Man, he got a point. I mean, he out there speaking. I mean, that's I mean, y'all on Cam Newton the other day. Am I
Uh-huh.
breaking? Yeah. Can y'all hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, you
Oh
going
yeah,
in and
you
out a
right.
little bit.
Yeah, you breaking up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, with Cam Newton the other day, can y'all,
Yeah, you still breaking up.
I know I heard about Cam Newton.
hold on.
And yeah, I think that's what you said, but I wondered about the black woman or not, but we're going to that one. But yeah.
Well, I want to finish up with this other topic, man. When Kendrick got done saying what he was about to say.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Come on, Ken.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you, but sometimes you got earbuds in or something like that. That might break you up.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
All right. Yeah, I was saying about Cam Newton, man. He had something the other day. He was talking about. He was on a podcast. He was talking about how his kids say, "Hey, well, when you die, we know we're gonna have money." Cam Newton's like, "No, that's not true." It's like
Mm,
you got to work for this. He said, "This is my money." It's just not automatically just given to you because I'm rich and I'm a millionaire. But he was like, "What are you doing to earn this money? You
mm,
know, are you doing your chores? Are you doing good in school?
mm,
It's expectations you have to meet in order to be even given this money. Because this is my money. He's in the NFL. He said, I'm in the NFL. You're not. You know,
mm,
when he was in, he was saying, hey, I'm playing this. You're not doing that, you know. And so that's coming from a guy that's a multi-millionaire. And I think everybody should take that advice and they kind of apply that to their own situation. Right?
Yeah,
Agree.
absolutely,
Agree.
absolutely, man. Because Shaq set the precedence on that, man. Shaq said, Shaq a nine-figure dude. He said that his kids had to get 2 degrees to get any of his cheese.
Nice.
So he said, you got to bring me a bachelor's and a master's, and he said, I'll give you anything you want,
There you
Mm-hmm.
go.
invest in your business or anything. You know what
There
I'm
you
saying?
go.
Because he said when they graduate high school, he said he buy him a car. He give him a place to stay, like an apartment or somebody in college or whatever. And then he said after that, you're on your own. He said he give you a little money, to sit on. You know what I'm saying, but not enough to where you straight. You know what I'm saying? And you are on your own. You gotta figure it out. So I know there's one topic we want to finish up with, man, before we get off here.
Okay.
And I know this one is
You broke up, B. Where you at?
like a lot of, yeah, somebody was calling me. So
Okay.
this one's gonna strike a lot of people. Why do you think women prefer hustlers over a 9 to 5 man?
Woo-hoo. You want to take it
Mm.
first, kid, or you want me to go?
I'll take it first, man, because I know you're gonna spit a lot of knowledge, man.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Uh, mm. Women they want the person who they feel they can get the most money from, right?
Mm.
So a person that goes to work a 9 to 5, they could lose their job. It's a lot of variables when it comes to somebody who work a 9 to 5,
Mm-hmm.
right? A lot of stress that comes with it too
Mm-hmm.
as well. They don't want to deal with the stress because if I work a 9 to 5 and I come home and I want to vent to you about what's going on at the workplace, they don't want to hear that. They want to see the money, right? Some somebody who's a hustler, right?
Go ahead, dude. Shoot. Go.
Man, somebody who's a hustler, man, it's quick money. A hustler, they can ask a hustler and say, "Hey, I want 200 to get my hair and nails done." They'll
Yeah.
throw it to them.
All right.
Say, "Hey, here you go." That's light money to them. They didn't really put in manual labor to get it. But a person who works 9 to 5, they're like, hold up, wait a minute. I'm going through all this stress. I come home to talk to you about it. You don't want to hear what I gotta say. And it's like, well, I can't really give you that because you ain't putting in on this.
Mm.
I'm putting in on this. I'm the one going to work every day and dealing with all this stress. But a hustler, they'll just shoot it to you. It's like, well, here you go. You can have this. Right? Let me handle my business. I'm gonna give you this money to keep you over here. I'm in this line, right?
Right.
Uh, but I, then hustlers too as well. Once they get caught up with whatever they doing, they
Mm.
get locked up or
Mm.
whatever the case may be.
Mm.
They gonna move on. They gonna move on.
Yeah,
So,
real quick.
and I think women really don't know what they want. At the end of the day, the people, well, not women in general. I'm sorry, let me correct that.
Yeah.
But the women who prefer a hustler over a guy who works a 9 to 5 really don't know what they want.
There you
Right?
go. I agree with you on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead, man. Y'all got it.
Oh
this
man.
is the this is
I'm,
this is I'm gonna say something real quick, Keith, and because I know you're gonna throw all the gems,
Ooh-wee. I
but I
can't wait.
know, but this is my whole thing on it. So the 9 to 5 versus hustlers, right? So, and this ain't on no hate or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people get money in the street or whatever, that ain't nobody hating. I know I got friends, that do that type of stuff, but it's just that when you think about just the whole landscape of making money, who's to say this 9 to 5 dude is at the bottom of the barrel? Because I ran into
Most
a
times
situation.
is.
I ran into a situation where I was talking to a chick, right, and I was telling her I noticed that she was jocking and hustlers. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Those
like,
are
I said, and my thing was that I'm saying in the back of my head, you don't know, some of these hustlers would be around us, asking us to do stuff for them. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? But because I'm like, yeah, he might be making 300K, but he's spending it all. And the regular dudes around him is the ones doing favors for him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So as to uphold his image. So it's like, because there's some 9 to 5 people that make 6 figures. But if a girl only been exposed to hustlers or that's all she know, then she wouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Because like you got dudes making 6 figures at the post office. You got people dudes making 6 figures at a lot of jobs. Because the economy came a long way. So majority of 9 to 5 jobs you're not gonna make 6 figures, but it's a
they
lot of
going niggas
opportunity.
do.
It's a lot of opportunities to make good monies working 9 to 5s and having a side hustle with your 9 to 5. And you don't have to deal with what's gonna come behind that hustle because even the biggest hustlers don't got caught. The big Meeches, the Freeway Ricky Rosses, all of them. So are you willing to go through, what I'm saying, holding the dude down on a 30-year bid because he got all these pounds of all this stuff he
That's the
moving?
thing. They ain't gonna
Huh.
hold them down. They gonna move on to the next.
Huh.
That's
Hey,
proven.
hey, she already had her eye on that other cat once. She
Yeah,
knew you was on your way down.
yeah. Probably testify. Man.
Yeah, tell me about it. Come on, man. Well,
So
let
I
me.
just I just think that um this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I just think with the whole 9 to 5 thing, I just think a lot of women, in general, just need to. And if I had a daughter when I had a kid, I would stress this to her because I would want my daughter to be to think like a man because I don't want my daughter to be in a position to where money can influence if she gonna mess with a dude or not. You know what I'm saying? Because either her dad can do it for her, or her dad already gonna put her on game on how dudes gonna come at her if they in a certain type of lifestyle or they doing or making a certain type of money. And I think a lot of girls, they grow up without guidance and things like that. So when they do become adult, they get lost around those type of dudes when they could have had a dude they had 2 degrees and was a lawyer and he making like 300,000 a year,
Hmm.
but you want to chase the dude that's making the same money as him illegally, but it don't look as cool.
Right.
It ain't trending. Like he ain't got
Right.
all the he ain't got all the Rolexes and stuff on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, I'm looking at it from today. Okay, I can look at yesterday on what you're saying, and I can look at today's recession. I know a young lady, you know, her boyfriend, baby daddy, whatever, he got a good job. He worked for the federal government. He's he did I think about 6, 7. I don't know. I know it's more than 4 years in the army. military. And after that, he got a federal job, uh, working with the railroads. And then you say this other young lady, her baby daddy. Well, he started out with the drugs, and then he ended up with him at 95. And they ended up not staying together. So she ended up with another guy, and he called himself somewhat a dope dealer, and he ended up just a bum. He was a once a month dope dealer, you know.
Mhm.
So whenever she got some money, she got paid. He can hustle, off her money.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I mean, now the fellas, that now, is what's not talked about is these these income tax dope dealers. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And
Mhm.
these welfare dope dealers. These cats is waiting to
Mhm.
see that aid check. I mean,
Mhm.
then you bring it up to them, and it gets combatant. They want to fight you, kill you, or find out where you live at so they can shoot you up because you're telling the
Mhm.
truth. But I
Mhm.
always say, you know what I'm saying? You think you a man because you swinging between your legs and you can get gangster, you can charge up to a man. But that's still a man less to be a man and still need to learn how to be a man in order to take care of that woman or that lady. Okay, y'all hear where I'm going with this? That
Mhm.
woman or that lady, you know what I'm saying, to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't gonna tell you that I ain't lying. Now, I mean, depends on where we come from. Everybody come from some struggles and strides of the neighborhood or whatever. You can't knock the hustle, you gotta knock the
Mhm.
game. We get
Mhm.
out there, you ball, man, you ball to try to eat because you grew up not having nothing. You got
Mhm.
tired of eating syrup sandwiches, you know what I'm saying, and cornbread every Monday night, you
Mhm.
know. And then you want some potatoes with that surf sandwich. You want some steak with that, with that surf sandwich.
Mhm.
We want to wear a pair of shoes that ain't got holes in the bottom.
Mhm.
Brothers and sisters, everybody in there crying because mom and daddy didn't jack the money up on heroin
Mhm.
or cocaine, or they
Mhm.
just got a gambling habit, or
Mhm.
they nymphos and they got to buy that thing. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, somebody got something going on to where the kids are suffering, man. And it's not talked about. So
Mhm.
that woman, she gonna find that man that's gonna give us that stability. She gonna make sure that body stay curved,
Mhm.
because that's all most men are looking at his asses right now. They ain't even
Mhm.
looking at the brain or where she
Mhm.
came from. If
Mhm.
she has some type of medical condition that she crazy as hell, because some
Mhm.
women do it about you, they'll
Mhm.
find out if you crazy out your mind or got a criminal record, all that, before they even date you. You know,
Mhm.
you know. So that 9 to 5 with that dope dealer. Now he go, this dope dealer, he got a history of criminal record. He don't feel as though if he go to a legit job that he'll get that woman, or he might find that type of lady. The lady
Mhm.
say, shit, well, shoot, I like I like me a thug anyway.
Mhm.
But I get that cat from 9 to 5 though, because you know what I'm saying, he do right in the bedroom, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Lick him low lover, give me some money, and then all right, send him out the door, and I got my dope boyfriend back over to the house. Seriously, happen every day. Now, this is something we don't talk about. Now, then we go to the lady who know how to be a lady and not a woman. Uh-oh.
Mhm. Mhm.
There's a
Mhm.
difference. You
Mhm.
can be a woman and carry all the lady characteristics of being, and know how to handle yourself and conduct yourself as such, and not put yourself out there like that because you got a steaming hot body or you want to be noticed.
Mhm.
So, the topic, why they choose, is because of status quo, brother.
Mhm.
That dope dealer, you know what I'm saying? He run around with rose gold on, man. He's got yellow diamonds, he got purple
Yep.
diamonds, he got black diamonds, he got on red bottoms, you know what I'm saying? The men's
Yep.
version, you know.
Yep.
He got furs, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yep.
He can go to any person's that's doing something like, yeah, I can pull up at Rick Ross' house. I can
Mhm.
pull up, you know what I'm saying, with all these cats. She wants
Mhm.
status quo. This nigga selling
Mhm.
more whatever, you know what I'm saying, than law allowed.
Mhm.
But that 9 to 5 guy, shit. So what, he making 6 figures? Don't
Right.
nobody know him. He lame.
He lying. He a Russell Wilson. He a Russell Wilson, huh?
right,
Talk to
right,
him. He a
right,
Russell Wilson.
right.
What?
So they not thinking about
Russell Wilson without that bag.
right. But
Right.
they not thinking about longevity. Then here, you
Right.
know what though? I mean, true story. Colorado. I was down there visiting my daughters. Man, girls, lady got 5 kids by this man who out there the dope dealer. You know, he the biggest dope dealer, known to man. I ain't gonna say no names. Everybody know who this is. Get killed. Get killed now.
Mm.
Now you gotta get on Section 8. You gotta take all that
Mm.
nice furniture and all the nice clothes and everything y'all done got and move it to a Section 8, 3-bedroom with your 5 kids.
Mm.
You heard me?
And what
Mm.
make it so crazy, man? What make it so crazy, man? And you can continue talking after this, bro. Like
Huh.
if you a female and that's the dude that you want, you would think that they would have the sense to be like, all right, I know this ain't gonna last forever. If I
Right,
really love this dude,
right.
while he got all this money going, let me give me a LLC or start me a hair
Bro,
business or
what
something.
sense?
You know what I'm
What
saying?
sense though?
Instead of
But
sit
what
there,
sense? Them the
what?
fools. They the fools for even
Kid.
talking to him. So they ain't got no sense.
There it is, kid. They don't think that
Dang.
far. They don't
They
think
don't
that
think
far
that far.
until the last
You
minute.
there you go. But they don't have the brain. So you want to be with this woman, you want to have kids by her, but she can't even teach them how to doggone be successful in school.
Right, right.
She
So,
ain't got no brain. So you
right.
think she can go out there and get an LLC and build all this? She ain't thinking like that.
But but
She
her
dependent on you.
her mentality is straight hood. She don't have a business sense.
She don't
She don't,
have she's not business mind.
right, right, right. So, but
She's a
she gonna
leech.
deal right. She gonna deal with people in the hood, and then think she gonna be successful. But there's nothing wrong with dealing with the people in the hood. It's the whole
It's not.
point is that
And the thing is, what they don't
what you
realize,
gonna
Pete.
bring to your shop is are you
Mm-hmm.
bringing drama, gun, bullets
Yep.
with it,
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
somebody coming in tearing your establishment up,
Mm-hmm.
disrespect your customers because ain't nobody got a sense enough to have a decent conversation on how they curb that tongue to
There you
just
go.
to be cordial,
There you
you
go.
know. Take that,
There you
take
go.
that somewhere else though. But once we leave Shanika's shop, hey, we're gonna get around these bushes somewhere. We're gonna get it out. Okay.
And what they don't realize is that a dude in that lifestyle, he barely trusts his own mama. So he
He
don't
don't
trust. He don't trust
trust.
nobody. So
Trust.
you would think, you would want to get him to invest in something to where you can get your own money because he ain't gonna let you touch all his money. You ain't gonna have access to all his money.
Well, well,
You ain't gonna know where he's
well,
stashing all his.
well. Here's another thing, my brother. I mean, they have investment plans that you can come off of. You can
Mm-hmm.
flip that and turn into a
Mm-hmm.
LLC, invest that
I
into
know where you're
something
going.
else, right? And,
Mm-hmm.
and get with somebody who know what they're doing. To where,
Mm-hmm.
so if Joe Blow fall off
Mm-hmm.
and y'all two done establish this business over here, don't know nobody else know about legit money. So he fall off, he ends up in prison X amount of years, whatever. He already know you ain't gonna be able to take that money and share it with Joe Blow, and he ain't gonna be able to share it with Karen. You know, that's y'all together. Can't nobody attack that account without the other signature, and it has to be legitimately done if you do it right.
But that's the difference between us and them, if you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
got you,
You know.
Roger. So all I'm thinking is that that the woman that just preferring that man is doing, the dope dealer. This, you know what I'm saying, over the 9 to 5. All I can tell you is if you're out there doing it, choose carefully. And if you're gonna choose that direction, you better have a back door. Have a B plan. C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Shall I
All the
go
way to Z.
on? You feel me? Because
Hey,
ain't no guarantees in that, man. No
hey, let me
guarantees.
let me ask y'all this.
Mhm.
So, like, in your own words, what do y'all think about the working man being taken out of the equation because everybody has this false sense? It's almost like it's almost like a kid saying they want to go to the NBA. Yeah, that's a good thing to say,
But
but in reality, that's it's low odds.
right,
So for you to say, "Oh, I want to do this popping,"
right.
or you know what I'm saying, whether that's hustling or entrepreneur, he could be doing something legal. You know what I'm saying? He just might just got a public platform on the gram and everybody know who he is. But the thing is, dudes in that position, they got so many options, and that's what females don't realize. What make him think that he just gonna all these chicks that he hitting that he just gonna be like, oh no, nah, I'm just gonna be with you because you came
Because
across him the same
that's
way that the other chicks did.
because that's wifey, man. That might become his baby mama. He might be trying to pop one in there, put one in the oven, and then put claims on that. But let alone
Mm-hmm.
he got some in the oven in every just about every state and every city or every county,
There you
you
go.
know. And
There
and,
you
and but
go.
she ain't knowing that until
She
she
ain't
find
knowing
out
that
later on.
because
Until
he
she
just
found out
paying her
later on.
off. He
Right.
just saying, hey, she asking for 200, 300. He's like, here you go.
Yeah, yeah.
You
You
know
want
why
you
he
want the
doing this thing?
shoes, you want to go to the concert, you want me to pay for you and your girls to go.
Yeah, I
I pay
got
for y'all to get the wardrobes. All right, I got
you.
you.
I got
Just
you.
to set you up. That's a
Just
shut
to
up.
shut you up. You know, it
Yeah,
gets you off his trail.
right, right.
You
Yeah,
know.
girl, I got him. Yeah, he just gave me 100,000 for us. 100,000.
Meanwhile, he over here with this other chick.
and she getting 200,000.
You know what I'm saying? There
Yeah,
you, and my time.
right,
You know.
right. Yeah, so it's the mentality about the man, the working man. We
Mm-hmm.
all would want our daughters.
Mm-hmm.
We would all want that, but I mean, I came up same way, man. I was lost in the
Mm-hmm.
system. I was lost doing this, that, and the other, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And I was doing my thing in the hood. My uncle from St. Louis one day, he told me, he say, man, he say, what guarantees you got on doing that? But we finna go upstairs and shoot some dice. All right, we
Mm-hmm.
talking money. Now my uncle St. Louis, he wasn't no joke, man. He tell you, nigga, one day you catch me broke, man, you kick my ass. Never broke.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that? And I worked for mine. But
Mm-hmm.
he had a
Mm-hmm.
back door hustle. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He had a C and D plan, but he knew at the end of the week, like he told me, at the end of the week, I know somebody owe me some goddamn money.
There you
Somebody
go.
got to pay me
There
at
you
the end of
go.
the week. I know I got an insurance plan. I know I got a 401 plan. I got a retirement plan. I know I'm in the union. I know this is gonna get taken care of. I know that's gonna get taken care of.
There you
You,
go.
you see what I'm saying? So if you gonna be that man that's gonna be, you know, hitting here, hitting there, start out legit. I mean, be legit,
Yeah,
but
be
but back
legit.
but backdoor it,
Back door.
and keep it to yourself
You gotta have the brains though.
and don't tell nobody else. You
There
heard
you
me?
go.
And I mean,
Cause
and
those
if that
females gonna
woman,
tell.
the same way. I mean, if you know your man is doing this and you want to have some of your own, backdoor it. Don't tell nobody else, but also go get that job.
But
You
Keith,
know.
do she really care about him though?
Well, some of them, but you
Mm.
know what? You have some that do. You have
You
some that just
right,
love the money. Just love the
right.
money.
But
Some be seriously in love with you, man. And look, let me tell you something. One told me, I ain't gonna say her name. She told me, I threw seven. I mean, I don't know about seven, maybe $10,000 to her. She had my
mm,
kids. I said, here go 10,000. She took that money, picked it up the table, and hit me in the face with it in the hallway. Hustler said, "Bitch, I'm gonna pick this up." Whoa, wait a minute, you don't want it? I just told her leave it on
mm,
the ground.
mm,
I said, you know what? Do what you want with it. I left out the door.
mm,
She said, I don't
mm.
want no man that's doing this.
Right.
You want me? You gonna have to do something different, partner.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And she was right. Oh, y'all want to hear the good part about it? So she one taught me and talked to me about going into machining, being a
Mm.
machinist.
Mm.
I became a machinist too, making 25,
Mm.
35, $45 an hour.
Mm.
Now that was way back then. Now we in
Mm-hmm.
2022. We talking about in the 80s and 90s. All right.
Mm.
So we leave it doing, that's back when Nino Brown and everything was going on, New Jack City,
Yeah.
everybody want to be like Nino. You know what I'm saying? So you leave
Yeah.
that and then you go into an industry to where you learning something totally new. A business that these people that's moving this stuff all around the world and all around the United States, and you can see the money that a product that you made on every inch of America. If you take 2 steps out your door, you can see a product that you made that you pushed out there at $34 an hour while you was in your early 20s. So yeah, it can be done. These sisters could get with these men. These women can get with these men and show them another way, because I mean, it's the weapon of mass destruction. It's been proven a woman can get what she want out of a man no matter how it goes, no matter what you think you're doing. She gonna get you, and you gonna give it. You be like, damn, I just did, man. I don't know why I just gave her that. Weapon of mass destruction. A woman can peel a man's back anytime she wants to. She can peel your back. But the thing is, if you can peel that man's back to be productivity, to where everybody prospers, you know what I'm saying, to where you don't lose that
Yeah.
life or you don't end up in prison because you're not using what you say, that brain, though, Ken, that
Yeah,
brain.
Brian.
That brain. You ain't got to use that brain for one thing. Use it for two. You feel me? So, come on, man.
Yep.
Even men, I say the same thing. That man that's working that 9 to 5. Learn to cater to that woman. If that's what she sees and she wants you to be like, hold on. You got a weapon of mass destruction too. You got one. Use it. Use that
Yep.
brain.
Yep.
Use your brain. Because one thing about it, she gonna give up on thinking about that dude that's doing that, and then she gonna be paying toward a man more attention towards that man that's going to that and bringing them 5, 6, 7
Yep.
figures. If he at
Yep.
5 now, he gonna be at 6 soon because he didn't show her the floor plan.
Yep.
The floor plan. He didn't put it on a piece of paper to where she could see it, or he put it up on a computer laptop to where she can see what he's doing and where he's headed. Then you can either be on a team or you can go down there and pick up the garbage off the floor. Which one of them? So yeah, it can be done. These women could change their perception of how they view and see our men and what they want. But of course, you still gonna have those who that's gonna be with that dope dealer, and the man that's working a 9 to 5. He gonna find that woman that's gonna be there for him. That's gonna be on the same team with him. That's gonna
And
develop a strategy to build financial wealth and generational wealth. Because that's what we need to be headed towards right now. Whether you in the game or out, or you sit on the sidelines, you need to be focusing right now on generational wealth. Generational wealth. I'm gonna say this one more time. Generational wealth is what all of us should be looking at right now. Because, like you
And
said, here today, gone when.
and I don't see too many situations where you know yeah that's what they'll choose. They'll be like, oh, I want to be with the dude that type of guy, right?
Right.
And now you already 3 4 babies in, and
Stuck.
him got locked up. Now you want to come back around to the 9 to 5 guy. Like, well, I like, shoot, we wanted you when you didn't have no kids and you wanted one dealing with what come with that. You know what I'm saying? Now, we don't want you now.
Well, yeah, and it's sad to say that a lot of men they they vandalize that woman after that. I mean, it's sad, but it happens, and she don't figure her self worth mentally then, and then that's when she's catering to other things. My brothers, they're looking at different options. See, my father always told me, a woman think when she sleep. You think she didn't forgot about some things. She ain't never forgot about them. She chooses if she wants to or not. But she constantly thinking, constantly in her sleep. She wake up, she's still thinking. And you like, hold on, you still thinking about that? That was 6 months ago. And so when I was with Joe Blow and I got these 3 kids eat, I want you now. Do you want me? You like, nah, I don't want you. So there she go. But here it is. Here's another way to let that down easy. Know yourself. Find your self value. But I got these kids and I need help. And my baby daddy, he ain't got no money. Child support ain't doing this, that, and the other. Well, what do you want me for? Well, you know you got a nice job, you're a handsome man, and I like
Yep.
you. You got a nice job, and I like you. Maybe I can love you one day or be your wife one day.
Because you can help me take care of these kids.
These kids, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a father to my kids that my daddy can't be, that
Yep.
their dads can't be. And
Yep.
that's nationwide, brother.
Yep.
Somebody's taking care of somebody's kids. Somebody taking care of some of mine somewhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
That's how it works.
and I don't fault, because I don't have stepkids before when I was married, but I'm
Yeah.
just I'm just speaking in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? When you was the most at your peak, you already showed us what you was into. So it's like you're being over the situation now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's called people, places, and things. The people we involve ourselves with, the places that we go that's not on the level we want to be, but we just there to take up space, and the things we do to try to get that what you saying, that person that was paying me attention, is working at 9 to 5, it was doing what he was doing, So everybody is want they right now they want to be the it crowd, man. Everybody want to be noticed and recognized through social media or whatever platform they can. And then that goes back to a segment that you and I done, wasn't too long ago here, which plays into this segment. That woman, when she knew that man was interested in it, instead of taking that chance, she looked past him to the guy that was gleaming with all the girls and all everybody hanging around him because he got money. It wasn't no career in that though. She found out the hard way, like you said, after the 3 kids. Now what?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is what our generation is our culture, is our people is that. It's
Yep.
because of the it crowd, or who's it, or who's got the most status quo.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gleaming like new money. I know this Negro want me. Let me go
Mm-hmm.
turn the corner and play him off and play him like I ain't paying no attention. I bet you come over to me just because I'm that.
Mm-hmm.
All the fake hair, nails, and eyelashes in the world, you know what I'm saying, is not going to help you until you make 55 and 60 years old. Because after that time, then most women is done.
Hey, through.
They're done.
Yep.
And that man, he can recreate until he about 90 years old. Look at
Mm-hmm.
he up now.
Mm-hmm.
100 years old making babies.
Yep.
She's 25 years old. And the woman that he had way back then, she looking like an old steamed piece of pie.
He can replace that.
And he did
Mm-hmm.
over and over again. So
Mm-hmm.
the mental aspect of what we doing and what we going through, and a lot of this stuff, you know what I'm saying, like Ken said, it's mental. It's that mind. The
Yep.
mind is the true puzzle. The mind is the key. The mind is it gonna be your inspiration, or it's gonna be your downfall.
Yep.
Your mind.
How you talk to things. Yep.
There you go. True.
And it goes back to what Kendrick was saying with the preparation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before,
Right.
nobody's preparing, these young women to know what a real man should look like, and it could be circumstances that they probably couldn't control. Maybe their dad passed away or went to jail or anything. You know what I'm
But
saying?
but
I
like
But
you
think
said, go ahead.
they are preparing. They
Right.
pushing them out. Hey, I'm struggling. Hey, go get that hustle right there. We need our light bill paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go,
Yeah.
go over there and
Yeah.
talk to him.
Yeah.
I mean, you be surprised. 14-year-old kids, 15-year-old
Yeah.
kids. Go talk to him. He
Yeah.
making a lot of money. We
Yeah.
need these bills paid.
That's right.
They
You
teaching them.
selling your child out to
Selling your child.
right. Because I
Selling
mean,
your child.
and hold on now, Ken, now you not even telling the story, because I seen it at a casino one day. I seen it at a casino.
Mm.
Mama did it to her daughter at the casino. And so I pulled her to the side. I told her, I said, straight up, I said, you ready to do life in prison? This is the right place to get it done at.
Mm.
That's life. They
Yeah.
ain't gonna even look. Oh no, I don't know what I was thinking. They didn't even give a damn. You're going
Mm-hmm.
to jail for life,
Right.
so it's not worth that.
It's not.
Revamp that idea, but I don't know what to do. What you mean you don't know what to do? It's all types of programs out here, and we don't. And once again, we ain't. We got to go right back though, Ken. To each one teach one. Black on black
Mm-hmm.
love. We got to go back.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go back. We got to start back putting royal crown grease in our hair again, and get that straightening comb. Put
There
that
you go.
put that
Mm-hmm.
put them wigs
Mm-hmm.
back. Get them wigs back to
Mm-hmm.
them folks, man.
Yep.
Roll your hair out
Go your
naturally,
hat.
so you can have your hair looking like these wigs. If you just go ahead, these wigs. If you just go ahead and put the attention to it, you spend
Mm-hmm.
more money, $400-500 on a wig when you can spend $400-500 on hair
Get your real
products
hat
to
done.
last you a lifetime.
Get your real hat done. Like you
Real
say,
though,
go
yeah,
back to them pressing combs.
yeah. Get back to it. Get back. I mean, but look, but when they had the pressing combs, it is still a lot of black women still doing that now with their natural hair. I just got to seeing one on TV, man. Her hair was beautiful. Now, I mean,
Yeah.
she had some new growth going in there, but it was
Yeah.
beautiful. You know what I'm
Either
saying?
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it was natural all the way
It
down
was
her back,
natural.
man. And she
Yeah.
said she had, you know what? She said she had to stop. She had to step up out of it for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
She found herself in a year's
Yep.
time
Yep.
spending $15,000 to $20,000 in hair products.
Mm-hmm.
She said, then she looked at her bank account. You know, you get that. You could,
Yeah.
have it all drawn up to where they can
Mm-hmm.
show you where most of your money is going to.
Mm-hmm.
She said, BS. You know what? It's time for me to put that back into the account because I could have been doing something with that. I could have been helping my sister, or my brother, or somebody who
He
needs
could
some
have been
help.
doing somebody. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
You know,
Yep.
vacation.
Yep.
Well, somebody said, well, I'm going to get that hair and the vacation. Forget that. But
Mm-hmm.
the $1 trillion industry that these women doing.
Yep.
And then you would rather that like you say that quick send my daughter over here or what's the name over here and we can get a light bill paid and we can get us some weed and we can
We
get
need
us
to
some
get some
hair.
weed,
Yeah, we get us some
nails.
hair, get our
He gonna
nails.
take care of both of them.
Yeah, we're gonna do all that.
Yeah, we're gonna.
But you're
Yeah.
not thinking about the big picture.
Mm-mm.
Everybody
Mm-mm.
want instant gratification.
Instant. Yep.
There's no more let's hustle to the bone no more.
Let's
You know?
build. Let's build together. Let's
Right.
build a foundation.
Together.
No more of that.
No more.
It's what you have.
Right.
Oh, he got some. Let me
Right.
go. Let me go over here. You
Right.
know, this popping right here. You know.
Don't get me wrong, but you have a lot of independent, well to do women.
Yeah,
You know,
I
um,
agree.
um,
Mm-hmm.
true
For
story
sure.
that we me and a brother had talked about not too long ago. That woman was a multi-millionaire, man. She was well to do. She went and got with a multi-millionaire man.
Mm-hmm.
He was well to do. But
Mm-hmm.
here's the problem: he had many of her, and she only had one of him.
Yeah.
So she went and
Mm.
got that janitor over that was working in the building, the corporate building, the H&R Block.
Mm.
The janitor making $11 an hour,
Mm.
and now that
She find
janitor
real
then,
love.
then built then built something off with that woman
Yep.
because he treated her like a woman and
Yep.
not just any old thing.
Any old thing. There you go.
And that's where it starts. And once again, though, my brothers, we you say what the woman she got to find that man or look for that man that's did that and the other. It's what's inside of that man that counts.
Yep.
You know, even though he might have that 9 to 5, he might be, got a 45,000 company, he might be this, be that. But what's inside of him? Is
Mm-hmm.
he for her? Is she for him?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, that's another thing, and that goes back to what we saying preparations,
Preparation.
grooming.
Yep.
We stop preparing our kids, to for relationships, for business ships, for what's coming ahead. We stopped.
Yep.
Where we stopped at, I can't get the year. I don't know if it's when they found out TikTok was the best thing happening or what.
Instagram, TikTok,
Yeah,
and
YouTube.
Instagram putting all these people on here. Then you got these Instagram models getting BBLs and all that
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
and getting quick money,
yeah,
selling their body, OnlyFans, all that stuff.
yeah,
That's what happened.
yeah,
Easy way to money. Or if I
yeah.
make me an OnlyFans, I can get some money.
Right,
You
easy.
know. Yeah.
Nobody want to grind and work for it no more.
Nobody want to grind. If I twerk on Instagram, somebody gonna be in my DM.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
You know.
I
Yeah.
think a lady on Black Soul, I think her name is Claudia Jordan.
Mm.
She was talking about, she's nice looking, beautiful black woman. She said she ain't dressing like all that, but she said she just wanted to prove a test one day. She put on all this stuff and showing her body, this like that. She said there was so many inboxes she had going on. It's about booty,
Yeah.
just booty. It ain't what her head was like, what kind of brain she had. She's an intelligent woman, educated woman. She's independent. Is she striving for somebody to be on the same accord?
It's the body.
It's the body, and we
It's
gotta give
what's
it back.
appealing.
Man, that brain is appealing to me. Well,
There you go.
I got a smart, beautiful wife.
There
Her
you
brain
go.
is more attractive.
There you go. A
You
brain.
know,
Can you raise
her
these
brain,
kids?
man, her brain.
Mm-hmm.
Do it, I mean, and with the beauty, the inside and out beauty.
But
So
half of them can't even hold a decent conversation with you. So I mean, it's like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah, can't relate.
can't relate.
Yeah, and some men can't relate too, boy, because women can find them so lame. So,
Yeah, right. There you go. I
yeah,
agree.
but
Both sides.
it's all about communications to molding. Once again,
Yep.
my brother, I would say to teach me how to communicate with you, so I can better communicate with you. You
Yep.
know, so we can converse and we can take this conversation to the movies. We can take this conversation to dinner. We can take this conversation one day to the bedroom, and next night we sitting at the altar or the altar in the bedroom, however you want to do it. You know.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, it's some work we got to put in as a people, but we have to start at the beginning, like you say. You got to start at the beginning, like you say, Kendrick. We have
Mm-hmm.
to start grooming them from the beginning. We have to start giving them that early, you know,
Yep.
process early. These kids, these young men, these young women, early right now. It's never too late to change and make it better.
Mm-hmm.
But will we? Do we want to, or we just like it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, I appreciate both of y'all coming on the podcast today, man. And before we get off of here, any final words y'all want to say on both of the topics that we touched on? And you can
Go,
promote anything y'all got going on.
go ahead, Ken.
Oh man, just to sum it up, man. Like you say, it starts with the brain, the motor, on both topics. What are you teaching your kids? How are you raising them? That's very important, and that plays a part of who they become as adults. So that's all. I mean, that's all I had to say to summarize pretty much what we talked about today.
And I'm gonna go a little bit with that as well, and agree with Kendrick, and to say that the some of the old teachings that we grew up knowing, and some of our parents have taught us, some of that stuff it don't work.
Mm,
It was a lie.
mm,
I mean, and the truth is, communication is the tool.
mm,
You have to, like you say, you have to start teaching now to get the success as a parent that you want. You know,
mm,
you have to believe in your kids.
mm,
Much as you probably don't want to because they look too much like their daddy or somebody you don't like. Because or the
mm,
mom or the daddy saying you look too much like your mama. But we have
mm,
to get back to just loving the kids for what they ain't did nothing wrong. They ain't asked to be here, man.
mm.
They ain't asked to be here. You made them, teach them something
Yep.
that's gonna provide them a better future. And right now, it's never too late. And we do have programs in place all across this country. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mm,
what the internet for. That's what that phone for. It's better than just texting. You can get on there,
mm-hmm.
call somebody, and find out something to help your family. It always don't just take money all the time, but we have people that's out here that's willing to help us as long as we're trying to help ourselves. Nobody gonna help you if you're not trying to help yourself. You know, just cut out the shucking and jiving and the BS and get back to business. And then once we got that success rate going on with our people, then we can party. then it's worth a party. Hell, I might even throw one for you. So with the people, man, yeah. But one thing, and most of all, most important, keep God first, no matter what you do in life. And trust me, everything will come to pass. And that's what I
Yeah,
roll with at Eric J. Great Podcast.
Yep.
yeah, man. Absolutely, man. I appreciate y'all coming on the podcast, man. And I got another topic that I'm probably gonna do this weekend on what a successful relationship look like. I think that's gonna be real juicy.
Oh man.
So yeah, man. I think these two topics is things that people encounter on their everyday lives or going to encounter in the future. Especially dealing with the kids and stuff. So I think this would be beneficial dialogue for people to listen in to and hear different perspectives on
I would
topics
love,
like this.
yeah, EJ. I'm gonna cut you off. Excuse me. I would like to hear some women come in on this, on some of these conversations and get their input as well. Because like I say, what's man without woman without man? Nothing. We all got to scratch each other's back somewhere, or another. You know.
There you go.
So
Yeah,
I
absolutely, man. Yeah, I'll be trying to get some women on here, man. It'd be bad timing, man. I had some on here a couple times,
yeah.
but it'd be bad timing, man. Like people be having stuff going on.
Well,
Yeah,
there's a way they can join in, and once you broadcasting live, and they can join in doing the conversation. See if you can set it up like that, and they probably wouldn't mind coming in on and throwing the 2 cent in
mm-hmm.
too. Yeah, that'd be nice to have. Yeah, I welcome that though. I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you though, E, on that. And Kendrick, my brother Thomas, hope to see you again on here again, man. And
For sure,
we,
man.
yeah,
Same.
we can do this again as well.
Yes, sir.
All right.
yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. And this wraps up another episode of Eric J. The Great Podcast. Another episode will probably be dropping later on this week or early next week. And I appreciate everybody supporting me. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Eric J. The Great Podcast, and follow my podcast on all streaming platforms. And I appreciate the support. Man, we out. Have a good night.
All right.